You woke up tired this morning, not because you stayed up late, not because you worked yourself into the ground yesterday. You just woke up and it was already there. That low, heavy feeling sitting right behind your eyes before the day even started. And here's the part nobody talks about. Some of your most exhausting days are the ones where you barely did anything. You had a light schedule, no crisis, no emergency. You sat at your desk, answered some messages, had a few conversations, scrolled a little, made some decisions, none of them major. And by 3 p.m., you felt like you'd run a marathon. So what's happening? Most people land on the same explanations: burnout, laziness, poor sleep hygiene, not enough discipline, too much screen time. And maybe some of that is true. But if you fix all of it and you're still dragging yourself through the day, maybe the explanation runs deeper than any of those things. What if the exhaustion isn't coming from what you're doing? What if it's coming from what you're not finishing? Here's something your brain does that it never asked your permission for. Every unfinished thing stays open, not metaphorically, functionally. Your brain actively tracks incomplete tasks, unresolved conversations, pending decisions, things you said you'd handle later. It holds on to them the way a computer holds on to open tabs. And just like open tabs, they're running in the background, quietly using resources, even when you're not looking at them. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Unfinished tasks occupy working memory more than finished ones. Your brain keeps returning to them, keeps checking, keeps maintaining them like open files. Now think about how many open files you're carrying right now. The email you read but didn't answer. The conversation that ended mid-topic and never really concluded. The decision you made provisionally, for now, but haven't actually locked in. The project that isn't done, it's just paused. The document that isn't finished, it's at version 7. The plan that isn't a plan yet, it's still a thread in a group chat from 3 weeks ago. None of these things are dramatic. None of them feel heavy on their own, but they don't close. They accumulate, and your brain is holding every single one. Then layer on what modern communication actually looks like. Your inbox doesn't empty, it resets. You clear it, and by morning it's refilled, and the idea of done was never real to begin with. Notifications don't arrive and resolve, they arrive and wait. A message comes in, you see it, you can't answer right now, so it sits there in a state of acknowledged but not handled. You're reachable at all times, which means you're never fully unreachable. The workday ends, but the Slack channel doesn't. The meeting is over, but the follow-up thread is already running. Your attention is being pulled in 17 directions simultaneously, and almost none of those directions ever reach a conclusion. Here's the part that matters. Your nervous system was built for a world with clear endings. Task complete, conversation over, day done. When those endings existed, the brain could let go. It could stop monitoring. It could actually rest. That's not neurological poetry. That's just how the system works. Clear endings signal safety. Safety allows recovery. No endings, no signal, no recovery. Modern life didn't eliminate endings on purpose. It just made them structurally rare. The tools we use, the way we communicate, the way work is organized, almost all of it is designed to continue rather than conclude. Updates instead of finished versions, threads instead of conversations, projects that evolve instead of complete. And your brain is stuck running a process that was never designed to run this long without stopping. You're not exhausted from effort. You're exhausted from never getting a clear signal that anything is actually over. Read that again if you need to. It means that rest, real rest, isn't just about what you do with your body. It's about whether your brain ever gets permission to stop tracking. And right now, it probably doesn't, because the things it's tracking aren't going anywhere. They'll still be there after dinner. They'll still be there in the morning. Some of them have been almost done for months. This isn't burnout in the traditional sense. Burnout is about depletion from overuse. This is something else. This is chronic background load, a system that never fully powers down because the conditions for powering down were quietly removed. And you can sleep 8 hours and still wake up tired because sleep doesn't clear the queue. It just pauses it. There's no fix at the end of this video. That's intentional because this isn't a productivity problem. It's not something you solve with a better morning routine or a smarter to-do list or a new app that promises to organize everything. Those are just more things to track. What this is a recognition problem. Most people haven't stopped to actually look at how much their brain is holding. They just feel the weight of it and assume something is wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with you. You're just running a system with more open processes than it was ever meant to handle in an environment that almost never tells you something is finished. So here's the question I'll leave you with. Think about the things sitting in the back of your mind right now. The pending, the paused, the almost done, the for now. Some of them have been there a long time. How long has your brain been waiting for something to finally feel complete? If this landed, share it with someone who's been tired for no clear reason. They'll know exactly what you mean.